What's going on today, everybody? We're back in the fish room. Let's go. We've got some upgrades, as you can see. We got our tower here. Looks good. It will be filled with 10-gallon tanks. I just have these two extra that I just had laying around, so I just threw them up there. Not filled up yet, but the plan is shrimp tanks, shrimp breeding tanks, guppy fry tanks. Throw the fry in there so they don't get messed up by mom and dad in the tank. So also it'll be easier if we throw all the fry into a tank. Then if we go to sell them, we can just catch them out of the tank, not have to catch them out of the planted tank. So yeah, that's just my ideas anyway. But today's video, we are going to be planting one of these tanks, probably this tank. We're going to be planting and scaping. It's gonna look lit once we're done. The tank is a little cloudy because I did clean the filter. I tried cleaning up the filter before we started stirring some stuff up, so it is a little bit dirty. It's going to be okay. The filter is going to pick up all that. Yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. We have our plants sitting in that tank over there. And yeah, we're just gonna start with the hardscape, which is some rocks. So let's get right into it, baby. All right, so I don't know what type of rock this is. It's just got some nice character to it. This is gonna be our hardscape. But yeah, we got a whole bucket full of it. And it's not like super big rocks, so we're just gonna have to build like a, I don't even know. We're just gonna throw, I don't even know. We're just gonna throw it in and we're just gonna see what we can get. We just try and grab whatever has the most character, you know? And you kind of just chuck them in. There's nothing really, I'm not really looking for anything in particular here. But what I am looking for is some depth. So we want taller stuff in the back, shorter stuff in the front. So what I could do is mound this dirt in the back to get a little bit of height in the back. Not too much. We don't want to go too crazy now. Just get a little bit of height in the back. Most people do aquascaping without the fish in. I don't know if it's easier. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. I don't mind the fish in there. Because if it's not scaped and you're worried about not putting fish in it, I would just put the fish in it. I mean, there's nothing really to worry about. Just be careful when you're putting stuff up and just don't stir it up too much. And I don't really like a perfectly straight line in front. Just because of the fact that, like, it's just not natural, I don't think. I kind of go for more natural looking things. I think it just looks better. But yeah, we just want to give ourselves some pockets because I want to put stem plants in the back that's going to grow nice and tall. So we just kind of make sure we leave a pocket for that. We just place them in, check it, see how we like it. Okay, stand back. I'm liking that so far. We could do like 3 separate islands, but have one really tucked in the corner. honestly, I don't mind that at all. Take a look. Take a look. Now this is just chucked in. This is nothing crazy. It is a little cloudy, but I think I kind of like that it's going off in two directions, like in the middle. Like in the middle there, it's kind of turning off to the right, and then this side's turning off to the left. Then this side, I wish I don't have any more rocks to like build this guy up, because I think if he was taller, that'd be a lot better. Because like the middle one's the tallest. I think it's really not terrible actually. I like that a lot. So yeah, there's really not a whole lot of thinking when it comes to scaping. I think people tend to try or think too hard about their decisions with scaping a tank. I think the more you kind of just throw it in there and just kind of look around and see what looks the most natural, that's kind of the way to do it. If you're trying too hard, I don't think you're really going to get that natural type look. I think you're going to get more symmetrical stuff, not a whole lot of randomness, because nature is not symmetrical. It's random. Stuff goes here, here, here. It's not like all pretty and perfect. So yeah, I think that honestly looks pretty darn good to me. Like, I don't mind that at all. But yeah, I think if we throw plants in there, it's just going to make this absolutely pop. So let's get to planting. All right, the fish room is currently a mess right now. We're doing that, as you can see. We're painting the fish room black. No more glare, no more cruddy looking tanks in the back. It's gonna be lit. But I had to get a hold of you guys real quick. I got the rest of my plants today. I'm pretty excited about. We have some rare plants as well. So here is our stock tank currently. We have some plants floating that we need to try and replant, but we're worried about the new plants. So we have whatever this guy's called, Pogostemon octopus. It's gonna be like a nice bushy guy. We're gonna plant in the stock tank. We have Anubias congensis. It's a nice taller Anubias, which will be nice. I have two of those as well. These are the bad boys I want right here. They're crypt pink flamingos. They are crypt pink flamingos. They are just little cuttings right now, but these are the ultra rare. I don't know if you can see in there. That's what it's going to look like. It's going to be bright pink. Such a crazy plant. All right, so we have our plants split up here. This is a type of Anubias. I'm not quite sure what color it is. I'm not quite sure what kind it is. There's quite a few kinds of Anubias, but this is more of a water filtering plant, not so much a soil filtering plant. So like these, so Anubia, it's going to pull, you got it, it's going to pull nutrients out of the water column, not so much out of the soil. So we don't have to plant this in the substrate. We're able to just weave this in right where we want it, and it'll grow just like so. So we have two pieces of this. We can just ram it into some rocks, as long as it stays. Wedge it in there. Just like so. Let's go grab the other plants. But we have the standard Java fern. Nice and standard, nothing crazy about it, just one sprig of it. And then the thing with Java fern is off the leaves, so this thing will reproduce. It'll actually grow new buds off of their leaves. It won't like branch off of the roots. It'll actually come off of the leaves. So there's nothing to do with soil with this one as well. This is the same style of plant, meaning it's just pulling nutrients out of the water, not out of the soil. Now here is a stem plant called octopus something, pro something, I don't know. But this is a stem plant, so this will need to be planted into the substrate. So, and these are all individual, which is pretty nice. So we can scatter this throughout the whole scape. Let's set these down in our bucket here. So I'm probably going to plant groups of 3 or 4. You can see those roots coming out of the bits here. So we want that at least planted into the substrate. The leaves are falling off of it, yes, but it's because I had it in that tank. So it just needs to get used to my water. So if the leaves melt, that's all right. There's nothing to worry about a little meltage. Cover that back up. And just like that, we got it planted. So let's just do probably 3 more of those. And these, to reproduce these stem plants, you just, when it gets too tall, you take clippings at the top, you take those clippings and you shove those clippings back into the dirt and it will multiply. Put a nice group back here. And this is also why you want a nice deep substrate so you're able to really push those stems down so they don't risk getting pulled back out. Now I'm thinking we should add one more plant here. I kind of want a pop of red. This is going to be our pop of red. This is red Luigia. Right now it's just pieces because the piranhas decided to root some of this up, but that's not a problem. All we have to do, you can already see roots. Let's see if you guys can see that. Can you guys see roots there? Already growing off the stems there? And they were just floating in the piranha tank because they ripped them out. So, we'll just clean the bottoms up where we're going to plant. We'll get rid of those bottom leaves. We'll get rid of these bottom leaves here. This one's good. See, this one's already got roots growing. You see that? So, we're just going to take these 3 as a bush and plug them in right behind this rock here. Really get them nice and deep in the substrate. Beautiful. All right, we have one more, and it's going to be Java moss. So now this stuff right here, this stuff can get out of hand rather quickly if you do not keep it trimmed. I'll show you what it looks like if you don't keep up on it. I've had to trim this a lot in the Guppy tank, and I mean a lot. So I think what we're gonna do is try to get it to stick to one of these rocks. I wonder if we could, yeah, so what we're just gonna try and stick it to this rock and see if we can end up getting it to climb up that rock behind it. So we're just gonna kind of cover this rock with it real well. What you can do is you can use super glue, or you can wrap it in like yarn, like twine. Not twine, but literally like sewing yarn. But what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna, it's big enough to where I can just wrap. I can just wrap some of that around the bottom of the rock, and that over time will latch itself to that rock. Beautiful. So yeah, at some point these plants will grow tall enough to block out the filter so you don't have that ugly sponge filter in the back. Even though I don't really mind the sponge filter look because they work so well. I'll show you what I was talking about when I said that Java moss goes crazy. Let me show you. So this tank right here, you can see all that Java moss right there. That thing will overtake the whole tank. So just that little bit started from the same amount that I put in that tank. So I took massive cuttings off of that and put it in this tank here. You can see it right above that light glare right there. That's a huge mat. Also, I took it and put it in the axolotl tank. As you can see, it is crazy. It's relentless. Let's get back to the planet tank. This is our finished product right here. A little cloudy from me stirring it up, that's fine. I'll give you guys a finished look here, probably tomorrow, because I don't have AccuClear. I wish I had API's AccuClear, because that stuff works like a dream. But you can see the fish already coming out. Look at them, they're loving it. Julie Corys are coming out. I don't know if you can see the little baby guppies in there swimming around. You can see one swimming around right there. We got the Cory in front, loving it, checking out his new home. This guy loving it as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the tank build. That's just one. We have the bottom one down there. We still got that guy to do. We still need to give Summer her new planted tank because we put her into a 40 breeder instead of the 30 she was in. But yeah, we got to put substrate in there, rocks, you know the name of the game, that's what we do. But we threw our little Akara in here because he was beating up my goldfish. And we can't be having that. We can't be having that at all. So yeah. All right, if you enjoyed the video, give me a like, give me a subscribe, turn on those bell notifications. 90% of you guys are not subscribed that watch the videos. What are we doing? Come on now. Subscribe. This is what we do. We're uploading 2 videos a week, Monday and Thursday, 4 o'clock p.m. Central Time. What are we doing? Like and subscribe. But anyways, I love you. Peace.